Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of myViewBoard How-Tos. If you are ready for the weekend, type a ready in the comments. Well, I hope you are ready for today's lesson because I'm going to be showing you how to use myViewBoard clips. So first off, I'm going to give a quick overview of clips, and then I will do a demo lesson to show you how you can incorporate clips videos into your lesson. Okay, so first off, let me show you what clips is. If you go into your myViewBoard account, you'll be able to see the clips tile if you have an entity account. So if your school has not signed up as an entity account yet, they should definitely do so quickly so that they'll have access to all the features, including clips. So right now, entity is going to be free up until September 2021. If your school signs up before then, they'll actually get 1 year free access. So make sure that your school signs up as an entity account. Okay, so if you have an entity account, then you can go here and click on the clips tile, and then clips will open up. This is the home page for clips, and it contains the most recently uploaded videos. So clips has millions of videos that are educationally curated, they're ad-free and safe for students. So a lot of times teachers spend a lot of hours trying to find different videos to make sure that they're safe for the students. But with clips, they don't have to worry about that because all of this is educationally safe and no ads. So clips is separated into different collections of different subjects. For example, if you are a science teacher, you can go into the STEAM collection, and these collections have a collection of different video playlists for different topics inside of the different subjects. So as you can see, there are many different collections of videos to choose from. And the other really cool feature inside of clips is if you go here to lesson plan, the tab lesson plan inside of collections, they will actually have suggested lesson plans to go with the video content. So let's say I am a science teacher that's teaching about states of matter. I can just search for matter. And these are lesson plans. So let me click on the solids, liquids, and gases. And it has the video content playlist also. But on top of that, if you click here on the right-hand corner, it has a lesson plan outline. And in this lesson plan outline, it has an overview of the different content. And it even gives you suggested activities to go with each of the different clips videos. So this is really cool. It makes lesson planning so much easier for teachers because it gives you some ideas of how you can create lesson plans around these video content. And what's even better is it also has the next generation science standards and Common Core standards that are applicable to the package. So this makes lesson planning easier for teachers also, so they don't have to worry about that as much. And because it's a Google Doc, you can directly share this with other teachers, and you can also download it to your Google Drive. So it makes it really easy for lesson planning. Okay, and then once you decide on which videos you would like to use in your lesson, what you can do is you can just click over here on the 3 little dots and save the video directly to one of your My Playlists, depending on the different subjects that you want to do. So if you go into the My Playlist section, I've already done some of that already, and I'll show you what that is. So let's see, the states of matter. For this, I was able to save different videos into my playlist, but don't let the title fool you. It isn't just a playlist. If you go here into the edit on the top, you can actually design a whole curriculum around these videos, and you can write it here on the outline, and you can include different files directly from your Google Drive. For example, Google Docs, the .vboard files that work with Whiteboard for Windows, the .qb files that work for Classroom. You can even do PPTs and PDFs. So this is really convenient. You can plan out your entire lesson plan and have it all ready to go here inside of Clips. And you can even share with other teachers in your entity your lesson plan. So if you have a head teacher or different teachers that they take turns planning out lessons and sharing with other teachers, then this is a very convenient way to do so inside of Clips itself. And you can even add quizzes inside of Clips. So if you go to the My Quiz section, these are the different quizzes that I've already done before. But you can also do, if you have different videos that you want, you can actually create a quiz inside of the video. For example, let's say I want to create a quiz in this video. I just click on the video, and then you go to this section over here where it says quiz, and you can create a new quiz. Let's say solid or liquid quiz. Continue. And you can play the video, and on the different parts of the video, if you want to stop it at that part to ask a question, you can then choose multiple choice, true or false, or open-ended questions, and you can put different quiz questions inside of your video content. And this is really cool because teachers can use this for in-class quizzes, or they can even do take-home quizzes for their students directly inside of Clips. Really convenient, right? Well, this is just a quick overview about some of the cool parts about Clips. And now I'm going to show you what a demo lesson looks like. So who would like to join me for this demo lesson? I'm going to open up it to the public. So if you have a tablet, you can just directly scan this QR code and you can access the classroom session through that way. And I'm also going to copy and paste this link into the comments. So you can also go to the comments and you can join my classroom session. And let me show you the third way. I'm going to go to the myviewboard.com. So just click here, myviewboard.com. You can also join the session by going to myviewboard.com. And on the right-hand corner, there's an icon to join a classroom session. You're going to click on that, and then the teacher session ID is MVB How To, and you just directly write your name and sign in. So that is the third option. Okay. And remember, keep in mind that if you have a cell phone, it's definitely not as optimal to join using a cell phone. We recommend using a tablet, computer, or laptop to join a classroom session. And especially for phones, they don't work in portrait mode. You have to put it into landscape mode. But even then, it's not as optimal. So definitely suggest using a tablet instead to scan the QR code. So let's see who wants to join our classroom session today. Okay, let's wait a little bit, and then I'm going to put, let's put you into 2 teams. So then I can just go into Huddle, and I can make 2 teams. Or let's do 3 teams. Let's do 3 teams. So if I do that, it's going to create 3 teams. And if I do it again, it's going to shuffle you into the 3 teams. Okay, and if we have more people joining, it's okay. We'll separate you into teams too. Okay, so now for the demo lesson. First thing, inside of my demo lesson, I will be using Clips, Classroom, and original content. So that is the beauty of myViewBoard Suite. It has a suite of software that you can use seamlessly with each other. So I'm going to show you that today in the demo lesson. Okay, so for today's demo lesson, I'm going to be talking about states of matter. States of matter. And this is directly from original content. It talks about the different states of matter of solid, liquid, and gas, and how it changes between the three. And you can just explain this to your students and go into more details of the science of it all. And now I'm going to show you how you can incorporate clips videos into this lesson. So let's say you're teaching about the water cycle. This is a really fun song that you can use with your students to teach about water cycle. And I'll show you a little clip of it.
It's your world while I earth it is cycling. From then atmosphere back again. Over 4 years it's been happening. Water goes in the center and I planet. Those waters in the ocean.
So as you can see, it's a very fun and upbeat song, and it can get stuck in students' heads, and then they can use that to actually learn about the water cycle. So this is just directly from clips, and it's a fun way to learn. So now you can just actually teach about the water cycle and go into the different parts like precipitation, collection, evaporation, and then condensation, and teach it to your students. And inside of Classroom, what you can do is you can do a little activity to actually engage your students in this kind of learning. So for this activity, what I want students to do is they can use the select tool over here, the select tool, and they can select one of the labels and put it in the right place. For example, if it's raining, it is precipitation. So you just move it in the correct label. And this time around, I locked everything so students can't accidentally delete these pictures. So for this kind of activity, you can either do group activity where they do it in a group, or individual activity where each individual student does this on their own. But for today, I'm going to show you the raise hand feature, raise hand. So if you'd like to be brave and raise your hand to volunteer, then I'm going to allow you to edit the teacher canvas and move the labels in the correct place. I'm sure you've learned this previously in your science class, so let's test out if you remember that knowledge from before. Okay, so if you are a student, you can directly go here to the raise hand feature, and you can click on it to raise your hand. Okay, and then let me show you what that looks like in the teacher dashboard. So see, as you can see, Mishi is raising her hand. Would anybody like to volunteer and raise their hand to try and edit the teacher canvas? And if not, well, let me just show you what that's like. So what you can do is you can toggle editing privileges for the student that decides to be brave and raise their hand and edit the board. So since everybody's not brave today, it's okay. I was also very shy when I was younger. Let me show you what that's like. So once a student raises their hand and you gave them the annotation privileges, then they can go directly to the select tool, and then they can choose the correct things and put it in the right place. So for example, precipitation goes into collection of the water. Evaporation evaporates the water and then moves it into the clouds. And then condensation goes over here. So as you can see, a student can come up to the board and you can give them that annotation privilege so that they can just directly edit the canvas. So that's another cool feature of Classroom where the students can raise their hand. Okay, so, oh, Emily, I should have let you do it. Okay, in the future, I'll let you do the annotations. So that's how you can do the raise hand feature and let students come up to the board. Okay, now another way that you can use Clips content, this video talks about the differences between solids and liquids, and it gives different examples for students. So you can play this video and then they can get a better idea about it. And afterwards, you can do an activity, like a group activity with your students to find some solid and liquid foods. So for this one, I'm going to do a group activity, And what I want you to do is go into Magic Box and then do an image search and search for the different solid and liquid foods. So first off, I am going to go here and in the page management, and I'm going to copy this page directly to all the huddles, like so. And now all the huddles will have this page, and I locked everything. So that way students won't accidentally delete anything. So as you can see, it's all locked, and that way it'll be okay. Okay, and now I'm going to toggle it so that the huddles will be able to do this group activity. Okay, ready? I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute and see how many different pictures you can add for the solids and liquids. Ready? Go. So remember, for this one, you're going to go into your Magic Box, go to image search, and then you can search for different foods and label if it's solid or liquid. For example, if you have an orange, it would be a solid. But if you have orange juice, it would be a liquid. So you can just directly drag these onto the canvas and put them in the correct place. So now as a student, you have access to do so. Okay. So I can go here into the huddle overview and be able to see what my students are doing. So remember, you're going to want to go into your Magic Box, image search, and then search for the different food content. Okay, I can tell that maybe 1 minute was not enough time. So in the future, definitely give your students more time than 1 minute. But, oh, that's a baby. I'm not sure. It's okay. So definitely give your students more than 1 minute, and then they'll be able to have a bit more time to be able to put the different images. But yeah, so you can just label directly the solid and liquid foods in the group activity. And that's one of the ways that you can use Classroom and Clips together. Okay, now how do you actually incorporate the quiz content inside of Clips? I'm going to show you that right now. So for this, I'm going to play this video. Okay.
Friend of the show, Mark Robo, is back with a hot new take on the hot tub.
You're sitting in a hot tub filled to the brim with solid sand.
What? Mark is turning solid sand into a liquid, and it's making a splash online.
So as you can see, I put it directly where I wanted the quiz question to pop up, and the video will stop and the quiz question will pop up. So now I want the students in the class to answer. Is it a solid or a liquid? Is the sand solid or liquid? Which one? So just directly answer in the comments. It's a A or B option. Choose which one, solid or liquid. And this question is a bit hard because Mark Rover is a really good engineer, and he was able to create this hot tub that makes sand behave like a liquid. So then does that mean it is a solid or a liquid? Which one? And then the students can just directly answer this in their student view. So Mark Rober's videos are really good for science and engineering classes, because it's a very fun way to learn about science and engineering. He has some really cool videos, and that's why I chose him for this. So a few of you have answered the questions, and now let's see the results. So if I click over here on the results, 50% of you answered solid and 17% of you answered liquid. So let's find out which one was the correct answer. The correct answer is actually, it's a solid. So it might behave like a liquid, but sand at the end of the day is still a solid. So it is a solid. So 3 of you got that correct. Good job. So that's how you can incorporate Clips quiz content into Classroom. And for this, this is a homework example directly from a Clips lesson plan. So it gave the homework example and it even gave the questions that you can ask your students. And it was directly from Clips lesson plans. So for this homework assignment, students can put a bottle of water in the freezer and write down the before and after observations. And they can answer this list of questions for homework. So Clips is amazing. There's so many things you can use inside of Clips. There's millions of videos to choose from that are safe, ad-free. There's lesson plans that will give you suggested activities for the Clips. And then you even have homework assignments. So really, really amazing. And now I'm going to show you how you can use Clips with Classroom. All you have to do is you go into the magic box and you click Clips. And then you can go into your My Playlists that you've already organized. And you can just directly drag and drop a video onto the canvas. Or if you would like to add a video with quiz questions, then you can just choose that video and pick the version of the video that you want. So the other cool thing about Clips is you can create different versions of the quizzes. For example, if you have a beginner, intermediate, advanced class, you can actually make different quizzes for each class. So you choose the version that you want, and then you can just drag and drop it onto the canvas, and it'll have the video along with the quiz questions. So really easy. Now I'm going to show you how you can use Clips with Whiteboard. So if you go into Whiteboard, you can go into the magic box and click Clips. And the first thing that will pop up is a search. So you can directly search for the video content that you want from Clips. For example, states of matter. And you can choose the video that you want and just drag and drop it onto the whiteboard canvas. The second way of how you can access Clips is you can go into the embedded browser. And this, let me show you what it looks like. So for a new embedded browser tab, over here, there is a Clips tile, and you can just directly click on that. And again, the search option will pop up first, but all you have to do is click the down arrow, and now you have the full features of Clips on the home page. And if you want to put a quiz into the whiteboard, you can just go to the My Quiz option, choose the quiz that you want, drag and drop it onto the canvas, and then it will ask you which version of the quiz that you want to use. And you just click which one you want. And then now you'll be able to use it inside of Whiteboard. So really easy, and it works seamlessly across different software. And now let me show you the different Clips resources. So remember, if you want to use Clips, your school has to be signed up as an entity. So definitely do so as soon as possible before September 2021 so that your school can get 1 year free access to the entity account. And they can do so by scanning this QR code and filling out this form to sign up as an entity. And if you would like to learn more about Clips, you can go to our wiki page or the myViewBoard blog from these QR codes. And remember, for classroom sessions, you definitely want to end the session so that students won't remain in the class. So if I go here to the profile, I'm going to end this session. and it'll end the session for the class. Okay, so that was our lesson for today about how to use myViewBoard clips. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.